Shortly before, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis took the debate stage this past Thursday to get publicly humiliated by California Governor Gavin Newsom. Donald Trump decided to get in on the action and, of course, try to make it all about himself, even though he wasn't involved in any of it. But Trump's team unleashed what might be the most brutal political attack I have ever seen. Not just from Trump and not just against DeSantis, but possibly the most brutal I have ever seen in 20 years of covering politics. Here's what Donald Trump's team released. They put this statement out on Twitter. It was originally posted by Stephen Chung, the campaign spokesperson. It was titled, "Kiss of Death, Ron DeSantis is thirsty AF." If you're not familiar with that, you can go search for it. I'm not going to say what it means here, but right out of the gate, just with the title of the memo that I'm assuming Donald Trump had a hand in writing, they're already going for the gut, like below the belt, really. And then the statement said, Ron DeSanctimonious is acting more like a thirsty, third-rate OnlyFans wannabe model than an actual presidential candidate. Instead of actually campaigning and trying to turn around his dismal poll numbers, Sanctus is now so desperate for attention that he's debating a grade A loser like Gavin Newsom. At the debate, Ron will flail his arms and bobble his head wildly, looking more like a San Francisco crackhead than the governor of Florida. This isn't a prediction, it's a spoiler. They weren't wrong, by the way. If you watched it, they pretty much called it. They then continued. A new poll from the Messenger and Harris X further proved none of DeSantis' endorsements from Governor Kim Reynolds or evangelical leader Vander Platz did anything to help his numbers. Ron actually dropped to single digits along with Nikki Birdbrain Haley, while President Trump increased his commanding lead to 68%. So DeSantis is a piece of crap, a wannabe OnlyFans, but he's third rate, like basically selling feet pics. And Nikki Haley is a bird brain. Yeah. You do remember that you picked Nikki Haley to be your United Nations ambassador. Like, you picked her. But now you're saying, she's just a total moron. A bird brain. You realize that reflects negatively on you. Not just your attack on Haley, but all of your attacks on Ron DeSantis. You saved him. You admit all the time that you saved him, and now you're like, this guy sucks. He's the worst I've ever seen. So these attacks that you level against your rivals, they come right back to you. Because if it were not for you, these people would not be household names. They would not be on a national stage. They would just be, DeSantis never would have been governor. We would have had Andrew Gillum. And Nikki Haley would have just been former governor of South Carolina. You elevated them. You promoted them. And now you're mad that they're trying to exercise the power that you gave them. Doesn't make a lot of sense if you ask me.